5. Today we're going to be going through a full day of eating with me. It pretty much is the same every single day. If you've watched any of my vlogs, you've seen me make this breakfast a billion times. What I have for breakfast every day is 3 eggs, oats, blueberries, and I do blueberry muffin almond butter right now. It's from HEB. So if you live in Texas, get it. It's so good. We checked in this past Monday with my coach, and we are transitioning to like a growth phase. So over time, I'm gonna start to eat a bit more and just put on some muscle mass. But really the only like tip I have for making this breakfast, I know it's not groundbreaking, but you'll see in the video I used vanilla extract and then maple extract. So good. The maple extract literally smells like buttery waffles. So definitely like throw in a splash with your oats, add some stevia if you like sweetness. I'm gonna eat this. I always take my morning supplements right before I eat this meal. I will also be going over all the supplements I eat, or all the supplements I take on a daily basis and kind of the reasonings behind it later on in the video. So stay tuned for that. I'm also going to be answering a few questions that you guys asked in my broadcast channel just about nutrition in general. So we'll sprinkle those in throughout the day, but let's get into this full day of eating. I'm gonna go to Costco in a minute because we do like a monthly restock on just some things that make sense to buy at Costco. So I will show you guys everything we get monthly at Costco. I've definitely shown this before on my channel, but I will incorporate it in this video. Kind of tell you guys like roughly how much we spend on groceries, but like I genuinely feel like between the two of us and how much we do eat and the quality of foods we eat, we really do our best to not spend like a ton of money on the foods we eat, because we pick really simple stuff and we eat the same stuff week to week. Like it just works. So I will definitely show you guys that and kind of go over my advice on just like eating healthy on a tighter budget. But you'll be kind of surprised, not surprised, some of you probably aren't surprised, but like genuinely eating simple clean foods and not a bunch of processed shit is rather inexpensive. It's when you start to buy the crazy high protein snacks, the crazy processed stuff, that's when your cart is going to be expensive. So I'll definitely go over that and just talk about like how you can shop on a budget and how you can still reach your goals on a budget. And I want to grab a coffee after because we don't have any iced coffee here. I do have Nespresso pods, but I think I want Dunkin', so I'm gonna get that. I'm just going through some check-ins right now, but I can like feel my brain is like foggy, like I need caffeine. And one thing I do want to note is that I try to always drink water and eat my breakfast before having caffeine. And Andrew Huberman, if you don't know who Huberman is, he has a podcast that's really good. It's very educational. He claims, and he probably literally got this from a study, it's not just him claiming this, but always drink like your caffeine around like 90 minutes after waking up or like a little bit later, just because you don't want to mess with like your natural cortisol spikes in the morning, because then that starts to mess with like your sleep cycle and just your energy levels throughout the day. So always eat something, drink water before having caffeine. So that's my little tip of the day. And I feel like, let me answer one of your guys' questions, sprinkle them in throughout the day. I don't want to like do like a ton at a time. Okay, so this is a perfect question based off of my rest day today, and I don't have a rest day today. I have to train legs. What the fuck? Okay, I have legs today, which I'm going to train later, but this person asked, do you structure rest day and training days differently food-wise? And no, I do not. Especially right now, I am actually like on my maintenance calories all week. In the past, when I was in like a cutting, dieting phase, I would have some higher days, I would have some lower days, and some baseline days, but that was just what my coach gave me, and if it aligned with my training, it aligned. I often think that like this narrative that we need higher carb on training days and lower carb on like rest days is not really the case for like, especially if you're bodybuilding. Like I don't really think that's necessary. To each their own though. Like it really just depends on what you're looking to get out of it. I think regardless if you're having like a lower carb or a lower macro day on a training day, just prioritize like a good amount of carbs before your lift and after your lift. And then if that means you have no carbs with your last meal of the day, then that means you have no carbs with your last meal of the day. But yeah, don't like overcomplicate it, especially if you were just looking to kind of like maintain and put on lean muscle and lose body fat. You don't need to be having high and low days based off your training schedule. Also, I've definitely found through experience and just like reverse dieting and cutting that when you have higher carbs on a rest day, your body really does take advantage of that and burns through it and like recovers really well. So that might be like counterintuitive in your mind, but that's just something I've noticed. Like I would have a high carb day on a rest day, and then I would wake up to a new low weigh-in the next day. So just something to keep in mind. Of course, if you are like building your macros up and your food's getting pretty high, you know, incorporating some lower days and then some higher carb days like on your training days when your hunger is higher could be helpful. But that's kind of my 2 cents on it. Right now, I just have flat macros, flat meal plan throughout the whole week, and I don't really find any differences in my energy levels. So yeah, that's my answer to that question. And in a minute, I'm gonna head out to Costco and I will show you guys everything that we get. All right, y'all, back from Costco, and we picked up coffee before. This is what we got. It's from Summer Moon. It's like a Texas coffee chain, but it's the iced Christmas cookie latte, which has like some spices in it. I don't even really know. I don't even think there's syrup in this, but their espresso is so good. And I got skim milk in it. I added an extra espresso shot, and it usually comes with whipped cream on it, but this is so good. That place is like expensive though, so kind of a bummer, but this is really good. And then I'll show you guys everything we get from Costco every single month. It costs us like usually around 80 to 100 bucks, just kind of depending if we get anything different. Today they scammed us. Like we were in the checkout and I scanned my first item, and then I go to scan the second item and it's like not scanning. And it's because our membership was being renewed for $120 because last year they convinced me that I needed the executive membership. I don't need the executive membership. I spend maybe $80 to $100 there once a month, once every like 4 to 6 weeks really. So I don't need that. And I got scammed and paid another $120 for that membership for another fucking year. So next time I go to Costco, I'm probably gonna try to like downgrade my membership and get a refund. We'll see if that is even allowed, but yeah, for 2 people in a household that buys 7 things from Costco a month, we don't need an executive membership. And I hate them for trying to scam us. I think we originally thought we'd be spending a lot more there, but we don't get like our meats from Costco because they don't have the ground beef we need. I don't like their chicken. And yeah, like we're not hosting parties all the time and buying like a bunch of food from Costco. We don't have children. Like it's pretty minimal. It's pretty chill. But anyways, sorry for the rant. This is what we got. I always get a bag of blueberries. Usually they have the brand, what is it called? Wegmans? I don't even know, but that's usually the brand I get, and I put it on my oats every day. And this is like 10 bucks and will last me a month. Get frozen fruit from Costco. Frozen fruit from like the store is so expensive, and it's like a little bag for like $5-6 bucks. So if you want fruit like on your oats every day, just get some frozen fruit from Costco. And then if you like want to get some fresh fruit, just be like, buy stuff you know you're gonna eat. You know, for me, like I do apples right now, and apples last like a week plus. So be mindful of the stuff you go through when you're shopping. I always go in with a list. I buy the same shit every week, and that makes my life so much easier. I'm not out here buying crazy things to make crazy macro-friendly meals, because that's just what works for me, and that's what my meal plan requires. So yeah, that's like my little 2 cents on like just like food waste and stuff. So it's nice, like we don't really waste much food like ever. So anyways, okay, going into the next thing, mustard. We get like a 2-pack every month, sometimes 4. Not right now though, because John isn't in prep, so he's not using it as much. And then this Kinder's caramelized onion butter seasoning is really good. I also picked up this truffle Parmesan and black garlic seasoning. I want to put this on like potatoes and maybe like steaks for like Christmas if we have steaks or whatever. And then I use this avocado oil spray anytime I'm making chicken, anytime I'm making my eggs, potatoes, vegetables. And these last really, really long. But like 2 of these I think is like $10. So these last me a few months at a time. Oh no. Okay, I think my SD card just ran out of memory or storage, whatever. So I put in a new one. So hopefully I didn't get cut off at the end. Last thing we got, big bag of rice. This whole bag is $10 and it's 25 pounds of rice. So if you eat rice a lot, I definitely recommend getting something like that rather than like the little bags of rice or like minute rice boxes, because the price difference is insane. Like, and those bags of rice have like unnecessary oils in them. And if you are like, okay, well, it's just me eating rice every single day, then get like a mini rice cooker off Amazon. They sell them and they're really cute and tiny, and you can probably make your serving of rice in there. We have this like pretty big rice maker because we go through a lot in a day, but that's my main tip for that. But those are the staples from Costco every single month. Everything else we just get from HEB, which we usually go like two to three times a week. Okay, now I want to answer another question. I'll answer this one. Easiest and cheapest fruit sources to prep. So I feel like if you don't care about having fresh fruit, like I just mentioned, getting just like a bag of frozen fruit from Costco is a really great idea. They have like berry blends, blueberries, pineapple. You can't even see my face. So I would recommend that if you're really looking to stay on a budget, because like I do 100 grams of blueberries every single day with my oats, and that bag lasts me a little over a month. I would also say that I think apples are relatively cheap. You don't really need to prep like apples. Like I feel like you just kind of chop it up or you can just eat it on the go. So I think apples are a great option. I would also look at like what fruit is in season for you, because like in the summertime, like strawberries, berries are gonna, like fresh strawberries and berries are gonna be cheaper when they are in season and they're not being imported, you know, from like Mexico to get you strawberries to Michigan, you know. So try to eat in season, and that's going to be more affordable. You know, want berries, chop up your berries when you get them, wash them and put them in a container, so you're not like, don't ever leave like berries and stuff like that like in their container in the fridge, because then they will go bad quicker. Like chop them up, store them, and then just have them ready to use. I feel like bananas are another great option too. Bananas are just higher carb, and I don't personally want to be putting a bunch of carbs towards fruit, in my opinion. And I feel like those are my top fruits I recommend that are pretty easy to eat on the go. Another question I got was, do you ever get the ick from eggs and meat? This is my daily struggle. And luckily I have not had an egg ick in a while. I really enjoy the way I make my eggs. I just fry them. I put everything but the bagel seasoning on it, buttery steakhouse, some hot sauce, and I think they're so, so good. I would try like switching up the way you cook your eggs. Same with meat. Like I was really, really sick of chicken a few months ago, and I was like trying to eat cod. I was trying to eat ground turkey. Ground turkey is awful. Ground turkey is fucking awful. And it's like if you get 99.1, it's terrible. 93.7 is a little better, but it's a lot higher in fat. It's pretty much the same macros as 96.4 ground beef. I'd rather have ground beef any day. Yeah, I would switch up the way you cook it. I was getting really sick of chicken, so sometimes I pan fry it. I always get chicken tenderloins. That's my hack. I don't do full chicken breasts. I feel like they dry out really easily. They take forever to cook. So I do chicken tenderloins, but you can cook them in the pan. You can cook them in the air fryer, bake them, whatever you want to do. If you have a grill, grill them. But I would just switch up the way you cook them. Same with eggs. You can do like a scramble, hard boiled. If you want to do just egg whites or whole eggs. That's my kind of advice. I mean, you don't have to have eggs every single day, but whole eggs are really, really good for you. And meat sources, you kind of just need to find a way that you like to cook them and switch it up with seasonings, you know, low calorie sauces. And that's kind of my best advice. But I've absolutely had that ick in the past before. Like back in college, I had this really weird period where I felt like nauseous eating every meal. I don't know what was going on. It was like a few months after I got off of birth control. Maybe that's what correlated to it. I don't even know, but it was the strangest thing. It was really hard for me to eat like high protein foods, but I don't have that anymore. I actually like really enjoy all the meals I eat right now. They make me feel good. My digestion's on point, and I feel like energized after eating them, which is like my main priority. So those are my tips for if you ever feel like you have an ick from a food group. Switch it up, switch the seasonings, switch the sauces you use, and that should help out at least a little bit. And don't overthink it too much. Be like, okay, I just know I need to eat this, so I'm gonna eat it. Uh-oh, he has an itch.
No, you gave it to me.
All right, I'm gonna eat my second meal, let it digest, and then go train legs. But what I do is I do white rice with some lean ground beef that we already had cooked. These are the seasonings I put in my rice. I do a little bit of this true lime, garlic, and cilantro, a little bit of Southwest fajita, and then garlic sriracha. This makes it so, so good. So I'm gonna go ahead, mix that all together right now. Okay, just reheated the rice and beef, and then I added some lime juice with all those seasonings. I usually add in some avocado, but this just isn't ripe enough yet. So I'm gonna just do coconut oil as my fat source today. So I'm gonna add that in. I just did 5 grams of this, and using oils like coconut oil, avocado oil, olive oil is a really great option to get your fats in. And this whole tub is from Costco. I feel like it was like 10 or 15 bucks, and it will last me like a few months. Like I've had this for a while and it's not even halfway gone. So this is a really good, affordable option for fats. I feel like a lot of people fear like putting avocado oil or like coconut oil, olive oil into their meals as like a fat source, but it's a really great option because one, it's just straight fats. Not getting like trace carbs, trace protein. So if you struggle to hit your fat goal, try that out. It's not bad to implement some like healthy oils like that into your diet. I feel like a lot of people have this weird conception around it. Having a fat source like ghee, coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil is way, way better than doing like fake butter or like margarine in a meal. So that's just a little tip I have. Don't fear it. I feel like if you would have told me a year ago, or not a year ago, like two years ago that I'm putting like a little bit of oil in my meal, I'd be like, what? But it really is good for you, and fats are so, so important for your hormones, your joint health, your brain health. So don't neglect fats. I think one of you asked like how important is my fat intake to put on like muscle, and fats aren't necessarily gonna help you put on muscle per se, but they're still an important macronutrient. They're all important. Carbs, fats, protein, they're all important. That's why I never ever will like put a client on like a keto diet or anything. Like they all serve a purpose in terms of your energy levels, in terms of putting on lean muscle, in terms of losing fat. So prioritize them all. For most women, like staying around like 50 to 70 grams, I feel like is ideal. Like 50 is like if you're dieting. It can get lower if you're like in prep, obviously, but for the average woman, I would say around like 50 to 70 grams of fat a day is important. And add some pico and lettuce to the top of this meal. My own little taco bowl. And on every meal, I pretty much have a different hot sauce on it. And for this one, I like this HEB salsa. It's really, really good. So I'm gonna drizzle that on top. I'm gonna calm down for a second because editing my last YouTube video is making me want to spiral. So I need to take a second and eat this meal and breathe. All right, people, I'm gonna drive to the gym. It's like 3:30. I really don't love training at this hour, but we're gonna make it happen. I have been I have been just like sitting on my ass all day editing and just talking to my clients, but I got all the way through editing this 50-minute long Vlogmas for episode 4, and it's wiped from my computer because I was having storage issues and something went wrong, so I'm trying not to fucking like spiral, but I'm like literally getting bitchy. So I'm like, I need to go to the gym and just handle this. Everything else can wait. Like, you know, I'm just like, I will not stress myself out, and I will not put like my mental health in like a bad spot just for content. Like, it's just not, no. So anyways, I had 2 rice cakes and I put some raw nutrition pump, I think it's the watermelon flavor in here. So I will drink this when I'm like 10 minutes away from the gym. But yeah, I need to go train these legs. I want it to be efficient. I just want to lock the fuck in and just have a good lift, because I think I talk about this a lot in my vlogs, but right before my period, I am just like on one. My mental health like really starts to decline. Like, I'm just so overstimulated, really anxious about like little things. Like, I just don't know, but we're gonna go feel better, okay? Ski. Ladies, back from the gym. It's time for me to eat my last meal of the day, so I'm gonna cook up some chicken tenderloins in the air fryer. I believe I literally just showed in a vlog the other day how I do this, but I'll tell you guys again. Line it with aluminum foil because I can't be bothered to clean this every single day. Then we spray with avocado oil. Chop up the chicken into like little tiny pieces. Or should I keep them in tenders?
What, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Chop them up, man.
Okay, I'm gonna chop them up and then throw them in there and put the seasoning on. Chicken is chopped up, and now I'm gonna add fajita seasoning and rotisserie chicken seasoning. And I'm gonna coat them generously. Okay, and now I'm just gonna let them air fry for like 10 minutes at 375. While that cooks, I'm gonna get my green beans ready. I'm gonna do 150 grams, and then I'll air fry them once the chicken's done. Another thing I wanted to add about tracking is I weigh these out raw, because when you cook them down, they cook down so much that I feel like you're gonna be getting way more once they're cooked down. So I just want the right, correct measurement. But whatever you do, like when it comes to tracking, just stay consistent with it. Whether you're weighing out like raw meat or cooked meat, I personally do cooked meat, just so I can like cook chicken and beef at a few days at a time, and then just take from the Tupperware and make my meals with that. So that leads me into my next question. Where's my phone? I got a lot of questions about like easy lunch, dinner ideas, easiest high protein, low carb fat meal. And for me personally, this is why I follow a meal plan, because years ago I would try to wing it every single day. I would try to track as I went throughout the day, and I would never ever hit my macros. So this might not be the most glamorous answer, but I really think if you are serious about, you know, putting on muscle, losing weight, just improving your overall physical health, and you want to dial in on your nutrition, I genuinely think that you should have your macros, but like give yourself a meal plan at the beginning of every week. So like sit down, track the meals that you want to eat throughout the week, and just kind of eat that. So that way you aren't in MyFitnessPal every single day, tracking every single thing, scanning barcodes. Like, you just know what you're supposed to eat for the week. Of course, if you want to like switch things up midweek or by the end of the week, you can do that. It's pretty easy to go in and swap some things out. But for me personally, like, I'm not looking for like crazy macro recipes on Pinterest. I feel like that's what I used to do like years ago, but I've just learned that just eating like simpler is so much easier to hit your goals. And I feel like we have this conception about like eating some simple is like boring, but of course it's not like, of course you're not like getting a Chick-fil-A whatever sandwich with like mac and cheese, french fries, but like eating simple is gonna just get you to your goals like way quicker, and it's just gonna be the easier route to go, because I think just like prepping chicken and beef to last you for like a few days, I think it's really important to be having like one red meat source a day. I know a lot of people find like red meat gross. I was one of those people probably for a little bit. Like I would never make it myself, but now I just have it every single day, and I feel like it really improves your energy levels and stuff. So prep your chicken, prep your beef, prep your protein sources, and then have your carb sources kind of on hand. Like I mentioned earlier, you can either cook rice at the beginning of the day, you can get some convenient little packets, or you can have carbs like potatoes. They have like shredded hash brown potatoes that are frozen in a bag that you can easily whip up, or you can microwave a potato and weigh that out. You can have bread, you can have bagels, you can have rice cakes, you can have, I don't know, pasta. There's so many different carb options. So you can switch it out, just pair your protein with it. And then fat options are really, really easy to add in, whether that's oils, cheeses, nuts, nut butter. So those are all really easy things to add in. So I would look at your meals like protein, fat, carb, and just make it that way. I really think where people go wrong is when they prep these crazy meals at the beginning of the week, and then midway through the week, they don't want that anymore. So I think the easier thing to do is be like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna have pasta chicken, green beans, and coconut oil. Okay, that's your lunch. And then if you're like, okay, I'm sick of this, a few days later you have chicken, you have like 2 pieces of bread, you have tortillas, whatever, and you make like tacos with it. You know what I mean? So just, that's my main advice. I don't have any macro friendly recipes that I'm gonna like throw your guys' way. This is just what I've been doing for the past year or so, and it definitely just works the best for me. I don't want to sit on my phone and scan every barcode I eat and all that stuff. So hopefully that answers the question. But the easiest meals are just simplifying everything. Have your protein, carb, and fat. Don't overcomplicate it. If you don't get sick of foods that easily, just rinse and repeat for days on end. When you start to get sick of it, switch it up with like your seasonings, your sauces, the carbs you're pairing it with, the fat sources you're having. Those things can keep stuff interesting. So that's my main advice. I know it's not the glamorous answer, but I'm just keeping it real with you guys. Okay, the chicken is done. That took 7 minutes total. So that was really quick and easy. I definitely recommend cutting it up. I feel like it just cooks way faster. And yeah, so I'm just gonna put this in Tupperware, come on. I say Tupperware, like I don't even care. I'm 5 years old. Comment down below if you are someone that says Tupperware. You probably fucking don't. John makes fun of me. Anyways, I'm putting this in here until I'm ready to eat it. And then I'll throw the green beans in with some seasoning, some avocado oil. Green beans cook. I just washed off a sweet potato. I'm gonna wrap it in paper towel. I poked it a few times with a knife, and I'm gonna throw this in the microwave. I just press the potato button, and that's gonna soften it up. This is how I've been liking cooking potatoes. I feel like it's kind of quick because you microwave it and then just throw it in a pan to crisp it up a little bit, rather than like chopping it up raw and then putting it in the oven or like the air fryer, because that shit takes like 45 minutes and I don't have time for that. I don't have the time or patience. And this is the last meal. I'm gonna throw on some of this truffle, parmesan, and black garlic, like a little bit on the green beans. But look at how voluminous this meal is. Potatoes are your friend if you are cutting or whatever, just wanting to feel fuller. The sauce I'm gonna use with like my chicken, sometimes I like a little bit of a dipping sauce for it. I'm gonna use this honey mustard. Got this at Sprouts. Some of my other favorite like sauces, like low calorie, I feel like I already talk about this a lot, but this aardvark on my eggs every morning. So good. Love any type of mustard, really. Whole grain, honey mustard, Dijon, yellow mustard, key. I already talked about this little HEB salsa. This Thai chili sweet sauce is really, really good. This is a great sriracha. I'm just doing this sauce collection right now. What else? Bolthouse Farms has really good low-calorie like dressings. Their ranch is pretty bomb in my opinion. Liquid aminos. I have some like coconut aminos back here as well. That's really good on rice and chicken. Also have this Melinda's black truffle hot sauce. I got this off Amazon, but this is really good. It kind of tastes like a pasta sauce in my opinion though. Those are my favorite condiments to use though, that are pretty low calorie. Oh, and this sriracha maple from the Flavor Gang. Use code Kenzie to save. But I'm going to eat this meal and then I'll show you guys the last little snack I have for the day. Okay, the last thing I am gonna eat for the day is an Oikos 000 Greek yogurt. And then I'm gonna chop up 110 grams of Honeycrisp apple. And what I do is I will throw in like a little bit of cinnamon with this and like pumpkin pie spice, mix it on up. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that up and eat that right now. And then I'm also gonna go through all the supplements I take with you guys. So yeah, I wanna go through like why I take them and all that good stuff. So one moment. Okay, here she is. So good. And if you have extra fats, you could throw like almond butter or peanut butter in this and it'd be really, really good. A little over a month ago, I got a Ninja Creamy and I would make a Ninja Creamy like every night. Not every night, but a lot of the time. So I would do like a packet of Clean Simple Eats protein, a little bit of Fairlife skim milk, a little bit of water, and just like a little bit of sugar-free pudding mix. And I would blend that up and then I would sometimes add in like fruit, like apple, or like some sugar-free chocolate chips as like a topping, but I try to like not do that a ton. I've just been out of protein for like the past month or so, but I ordered some new ones because they had a Black Friday sale. So it should be in soon, but if I make one, I'll definitely show it in a vlog. I think I ordered cinnamon roll, white chocolate peppermint, and like fudge brownie, so I'm really, really excited. But I'm gonna finish eating this and then I'll show you guys all the supplements. To close out this full day of eating, I'm gonna show you guys all the supplements I take currently, vitamins, whatever you wanna call it. This is huge. I need to move, you guys. Oh no! Morning. These are the supplements I take with my breakfast. I do thyroid support by Revive. This is just good as a female to implement into your regimen. I wouldn't recommend implementing it until you get like blood work done and see where your thyroid is at, but this just helps your thyroid function at a good rate. And I take a probiotic. I take this Women's Health, oh yeah, Garden of Life Women's Health probiotic. I've been taking this one for years. I really, really love it. Probiotic essentially is just going to be really good for your gut health, overall digestion, and I just like to keep one implemented in my routine. I don't like when I don't take this because I do notice a difference. Take one ubiquinol, active form of CoQ10. So I take one of these, and this is good for your heart health. So I take this. A lot of the stuff was just recommended by my coach, so I take it and I'm consistent with it, and I've definitely think that's the key with taking supplements and vitamins. Like, not everything is totally necessary. Like, do what you can, purchase the things that you can stay consistent with. You don't need everything under the sun. Just, I'll go over at the end what I think are really, really crucial for everyone to be taking. I recently implemented this into my routine. This is pantothenic acid. It's a B complex vitamin, and about this pantothenic acid is that it's really great for your skin health. So I'm really, really working on fixing like my internal, because that's so important when it comes to your skin and hair health. So I started implementing this like literally 2 weeks ago, but it was just from Amazon, pretty cheap. So that is all I take for my morning supplements right around like lunchtime, because this is the thing, you start to take so many supplements and you're taking like 6 to 12 at a time. It gets really overwhelming, and I can't take that many pills at once, and I need food to like wash it down, or your pills will come up. So I spread out my pills basically throughout the whole day. I'm taking pills with every meal right now. So just recently I bought Nutrafol. They had a really good Black Friday deal going on, and I just want my hair to grow and be thick and healthy. Can you guys fucking tell? So I'm taking 4 of these every day. It's only been a few days, but I was gonna tell you guys I'm taking it. So I will keep you guys updated on that and if it works. Other thing I am taking is a kidney supplement. I take 6 of these in the morning, 6 of these in the evening, and I take this because I have feedback from my blood work that my kidney isn't functioning at the rate it really should be. There are some problems within my family with like kidney function, so I'm just trying to stay on top of that, and this supplement is good for that. So don't be taking this if you don't need to. As for any of this stuff goes, I just know a lot of you like ask what supplements, vitamins I take and recommend before I'm getting ready for bed, because some of these things make me pretty tired. So behind all these vitamins and supplements that I get, besides the Revive ones, is these last me a few months at a time. I don't have to repurchase them every month, and I typically just keep my Amazon supplements just on subscriptions so that I don't run out of them, and I find that's what helps me stay consistent. Also, getting like a cute pill organizer. I have this one, and then I have this one as well. Like, just get a pill organizer so then you just don't have an option. I literally keep John's out on the table so he takes his, but I keep mine in a closet and I just remember to take them. But stay consistent with them. Do what you need to do to organize them. Like, just be like clockwork with it. Like, know that you need to take it with breakfast. Know that you need to take it with your evening meal. So yeah, okay, where was I going with that? I take an omega as well. Everybody should be taking everybody should be taking an omega, especially if you are in the gym, but I just think everybody should be, for joint health, brain health, heart health, all that. So especially when you're putting so much impact on your joints, you need to be taking this. I also take magnesium glycinate. I take 1 or 2 of these. I've weaned off of 2. I've been taking 1 lately because I think 2 was giving me like crazy fucking dreams. But I take this every night, and this really helps me wind down and helps with the quality of my sleep. So this is a must-have for me, magnesium glycinate. I love this shit. The last supplement I take in the evening is vitamin D3 as well, because vitamin D3 is only soluble if you take it with like a fat source. So if you take vitamin D3 and fish oil together, you're good. So I take them at evening just because I'm already taking too much stuff in the morning that needs to be done in the morning. So like digestion, I like to prioritize in the morning, a B complex to give me some energy in the morning. What else? Thyroid support is good in the morning, because as always, do your research, do what you think is necessary for you and your needs. The things I absolutely recommend for everybody to take is a fish oil, the magnesium glycinate, and then a multivitamin. That 3 is really, really important because we as humans don't get enough sun as is. And a probiotic if you do struggle with digestion. I forgot, I still do take a few other supplements, so let me show you them. I take liposomal chasteberry, and this is really, really good for anybody that has pretty strong like period symptoms. I also think that this is great. Well, I know that this is supposed to help with balancing out testosterone, estrogen levels. So I really, really recommend this. I recommend this to any client that has pretty tough like cramping or just menstrual cycles, period. You take it all month long. I do a dropper in the morning, a dropper in the evening. Really, really love this stuff. This in another video, I've been taking these vitamin C packets in the morning as well, just for this time of the year really, and if I'm traveling to prevent any sickness. And I swear by these, and they taste pretty good. They are expensive though, so they're not something that I want to take like year round, just more so like when it's needed. Okay, and my last 2 I'm going to talk about is collagen and glutamine. I was being really, really good about taking this consistently, and I'm not gonna lie, I fell off but I definitely recommend glutamine. Glutamine is great though for like muscle recovery, digestion, and just gut health period, as well as your immune health. So I need to get back to taking this. I just have been a lazy piece of shit in the morning, and I'm like, I don't want to drink it because it doesn't taste that great. I think it's the collagen that doesn't taste great, but I've been also taking collagen for my hair, skin, and nails. So that is all the supplements that I take. Just get things that you feel like are necessary for you and your goals and what you can like afford to stay consistent with, you know. So don't be going crazy and then just being like in a month like you can't take that stuff anymore. So just, you know, stick to the bare bones. Of course, if you're someone, you know, like me, and you're trying to really improve like your skin, your hair health, you can invest in some other supplements too, like that's cool too. But these are what I take daily. I really think that supplements play such a large role in just how you feel, how your body moves and reacts to things. So definitely prioritize it, but it's also, you know, not the end of the world if you can't get glutamine and collagen. You know, you still, if you are having like a healthy diet, you really should be getting a lot of these nutrients, micronutrients from your diet. So prioritize your diet, prioritize movement, and then add in your supplements. Stay on top of water, you know the vibes. But that is gonna close out this full day of eating Vlogmas episode 5. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I look forward to all the rest of the episodes to come here in Vlogmas. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out from anything from me. And look out for another giveaway soon. So I will be announcing the giveaway winner from last video in the next episode, so episode 6. But once again, love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.